This is a presentation of SimWorld Sports.
Hello, SimWorld. We are in Los Angeles, the SimWorld Athletic Center West for the Stars of Tomorrow tournament. And in the first game of our doubleheader today, we have New York Stars playing New England Select. I am Elava, and I am joined in the booth today by B-Ron. B-Ron, how you doing?
Hey, Lava, I'm good, man. I'm good. We got a great basketball game here on tap for our first game today. I'm just so excited to be here. Let's get this thing going, man.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to have you here too, B-Ron, replacing my normal broadcasting partner, Rick Blaze. It's going to be refreshing to not have Rick Blaze with his blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just kidding. I hope Rick is listening out there. Love you, Rick. Look forward to working with you again next week, but looking forward to New England versus New York right now. And when you talk about the New York Stars, and there is the man himself, Jay King, number 2 ranked senior in the country, 6'1" guard out of Queens, New York, Bayside High School prospect. And that's the thing with New York, is you've got an absolutely loaded backcourt and wings. Coach Tim Bellardi on your screen right now, running a very balanced, not quite small ball game, although New York doesn't go very big down low. Biggest players just 6'8" and 6'7", taking on a New England Select squad that is very deep. 7 Mr. Basketballs on this team. As you see, A.O. Wilson attempted to get the crowd pumped up before the tip here. But New England, not sure. I haven't seen them play yet this year. Not sure who their real kind of team leader and offensive focus is going to be, but we're going to find out starting today.
Yeah, we'll find out a lot about New England today, and this is their first game. New England's first game. New York's played a bit of games, and they played a game the other day that was fantastic, winning overtime against Oakland and Caden Schiff's squad. And if that game is anything like this one, it could be another chippy one, but we'll see. This is a regional rivalry, so we'll see how this goes.
Well, New York in the black uniforms controlling the tip. New England in red. Guy Edge from the corner. A nice look at a 3, can't get it to go, but look. Underneath, Raheem Dandridge. Dandridge, a 6'4" junior wing out of Jersey City, New Jersey. Only Jersey boy on the New York Stars. Had a great game 1.
Oh my, wow.
Yeah.
That's how you get 2 points right back.
Yeah,
all right.
That's how you that's how you execute your first offensive possession of the year.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
That's impressive. And I know we spoke about it earlier, but this New England team, very, very talented, very, very deep. They have 7 Mr. Basketballs on their team. So I'll be interested to see if one of those guys is going to step up and be the leader, de facto leader, or if it's going to be one of those things where it's a hot hand approach as needed.
Oh, look at Maverick Jackson Jones with a nice little turn. 6'3" junior.
MJJ, the man himself.
MJJ. Maverick Jackson Jones out of Boston. 8th ranked junior in the country. Oh, nice dish inside to Dandridge, but he can't. Oh, Dandridge couldn't finish that. It was a nice inside pass, though.
Definitely. And we had talked about in the pregame, before we went live here, that, New England has a huge presence in the bigs department on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be interested to see how they go toe-to-toe against New York, because they don't have the prototypical big guys on the team necessarily. They don't have a guy who's 7 foot like New England does.
No. No, that is Malcolm Oliver, currently on the bench, but we'll be seeing him later. Oh, pretty jumper there, ties it back up. But yeah, talking about the size of New England on that last possession, you saw Johnny Baldwin get switched onto 5'8" Elijah Burrell of New York and just take it right to the hoop and up over him.
I'm doing that all game.
Oh, and I misspoke, by the way,
right.
B-Ron. Malcolm Oliver is out there. So if you talk about the size of this New England squad, you've got Oliver playing a center and 6'9" Johnny Baldwin, 12th ranked senior in the country, at power forward.
The buckets are flowing, man.
Yeah,
Buckets
no,
are
it is
flowing here early. I like it.
It is the balanced New York attack. Oh, New England though answering bucket for bucket.
Both of these teams are very aggressive out the gate. Really, and we're getting most of their shots inside too, which is great. But if you're getting good looks like that one right there,
Yeah.
you're gonna make those. But the ones that are inside, those are the easier shots to take and to make. And here so far early, we've seen a lot of inside shots being taken,
Yep.
and being made.
There's another one of those size advantages. Big Malcolm Oliver, 7-footer. Kicks it back out to Nelson, though. Oh, and
Can
Nelson
you
drives in the
imagine being
lane.
7 feet in high school?
Well,
I can't.
contrast right there.
I'm 5'6". I can't. I have no idea.
well, Eric Nelson, not much taller than you at 5'9". Nice cut into the paint for New England. The score right there. And, oh my!
He's gonna make that to and he made it. Oh my goodness.
Yep, that is Che King, everybody. That is the New York captain, McDonald's All-American.
He just put his defender on a T-shirt.
Well, in our second game, we're going to get to see the #1 ranked senior in the country, Jalen Snow. But I do know from talking to my producer, Ron Yell, no, there's a strong move by those interior players of New England.
Y'all got to box out, New York. I can't allow that to happen.
It's tough when Malcolm Oliver and Johnny Baldwin are batting rebounds back and forth to each other down low like that.
Very tough.
Johnson Odom drives inside for New York, works on Oliver. It's rejected by Oliver.
No,
King has it with the
I thought I
shot
hit
clock
the
running
backboard.
out. Oh,
Look at that.
terrible pass.
Anticipation.
Nelson.
Is that like a defensive back? That was nice.
Oh, he is going to take it. Can't get it to go, however. Eric Nelson, just 5'9", junior guard out of Providence, Rhode Island. New England failing to score there. Elijah Burrell really active in this first quarter. Can't get that shot to go, however. Burrell, a 5'8" point guard out of the Bronx.
Ooh.
Pretty
Good
crossover,
block.
but has it rejected, yes.
Great defense.
And at the other end, Burrell, strong move, but can't get the shot to go.
The thing about that, too, is those hands up defense, they just happen to get the block. That's as good as you play without getting a foul call.
Ooh, Johnny Baldwin gets it, beats his defender, and
man.
stuffs. Well, New York wants a timeout after that. Pretty dunk by Johnny Baldwin. 2-point lead for New England. We're coming right back. Two-point New England lead. 2:43 remaining in the opening quarter. And of the 14 New York Stars points in this game, 12 of them coming from Che King to start this game on 5 of 5 shooting from the field, including 2 made three-pointers.
Yeah,
pretty
he's
impressive.
the guy you want to get going early and often.
Well, some subs out there now for both teams.
And, you know, he did say that he was the #1 player in the nation's senior class. So, over Jalen Snow, who is, in fact, the #1 player in the nation.
We're going to see.
Man, I am so excited to see how, you know, he matches up in this game.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a great chance to see the #2 and #1 players back-to-back today. 2 seniors. On the other end, you saw Stacy Van Arsdale, ranked 43 in the senior class, just entered the game. The senior captain off the bench with the bucket. And there.
That was a pretty jumper right there.
Yeah, that was
Like
A.O.
that.
Wilson, I believe. 5'10" senior guard out of Staten Island off the bench. Ooh. But Van Arsdale, the captain, off the bench. 2 possessions, 2 buckets for Stacey Van Arsdale.
Usually your captain is one of your leaders, and usually they're starting, but not on this New England team. So I think that also just goes to show how deep this New England team is.
Yeah. Well, 7 Mr. Basketballs, 2 McDonald's All-Americans, and a steal there. Taylor Rankin. And Arsdale had it inside, thought about taking another shot. Kicks it back out to Rankin. Andre West with the ball now. McDonald's All-American can't get the shot to go, however, and Keontae Dior brings it up. Finds Dandridge in the corner.
That's an even better one.
I think they're calling that just a yes, that's just a 2. Put on the line, but a nice bucket for Raheem Dandridge. Van Arsdale again drives inside. Dishes it off to Johnny Baldwin, who can't make the bucket but gets fouled.
That was A.O. Wilson on the foul.
Yep.
And
Baldwin going to the line. Senior out of East Rutherford, New Jersey.
And Lamba, can we talk about some of these player names for a minute, man? We got some great names here on the court today. You know,
the tough thing is just picking your favorite.
Yes,
you know?
right, exactly. I was just gonna say favorite. What's your favorite name so far? I mean,
oh man,
roster, man. If you had to pick one,
I mean,
I know it's early, but you know.
No, you gotta love Maverick Jackson Jones, right? Like that's a great name.
That is a good one. That is a great name.
You know, Jai Edge, and we haven't really talked much about Jai. He's Che King's backcourt mate, but that's a good one too. But you know, we saw him a minute ago. He brought up the ball. He's number 5 out there, actually getting ready to grab this rebound in case Johnny Baldwin misses it. But number 5 from New York, Keontae Dior, out of Ogdensburg, New York, 6'3" wing. I think that just sounds like a, you know. It sounds like a nice watch or something, you know?
Yeah,
it
man,
just sounds great.
Absolutely. That is,
my. Well,
the body control on display.
That was Terrell Coulter. Did not have a good first game at all for the New York Stars, the 28th ranked senior wing. But pretty move and a nice bucket there. Robert Golovin gets free, but he can't finish that.
Gotta attack quicker than that. He had the space off the screen, just couldn't, like I said, attack quick enough.
Final seconds here of the first quarter. A.O. Wilson gets an open shot, but it will not go. And unless this goes in, closer than maybe I thought it was going to, that's right, but can't get it to go. Well, that was an entertaining first quarter. We have a tie game and a really good-looking matchup on our hands here. Stick with us. We're coming right back with more second quarter action next. Second quarter, about to get underway. You know, obviously, we're here in Los Angeles for this Stars of Tomorrow tournament, but the 2 East Coast teams have brought a fair amount of friends, fans, family with them. Got pretty excited after that first quarter, and it's a pretty exciting start from Che King. Oh, my! That is a deep 3 from Andre West. You know, I was talking about Andre West a little bit in that first quarter. He's Connecticut Mr. Basketball, a McDonald's All-American, had a 32-point game as a junior. And he's still regarded as a team leader, but falling out of the rankings, I'm not sure what's really happened with Andre West, but he can make some deep shots like that. Has the ball here again, operating down low now.
Hey, look,
get back in these rankings quick.
Yeah, he's making shots like that. He'll probably find himself back in the rings at some point. I think when you have range like that, that's something that's cool to take notice of.
Well, West couldn't score, but it was cleaned up by Kevin Sullivan, a 6'7", 260-pound junior out of Hackensack, New Jersey.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of cornbread in that man's diet. Ooh. Birdie jumper again from Terrell Coulter. Did not score in the first game of this tournament, but has 4 already here. And there you see West again working. Oh. Tried to spin, get inside. Is still determined to. Can't get it to go. Ball tipped up, controlled. A chance, Milton Jones. Milton Jones came off the bench for New York in their last game to pull down 13 rebounds. 12 rebounds, excuse me.
Yeah, and going back to that last game for New York for a minute, that game went into overtime. Like it was against Oakland and Caden Schiff squad. That was a beautiful game to get a chance to do a report on, actually.
Yeah.
And, you know, Shea King in that game was talking a lot of smack to Schiff. He's known to do that on the court. And he backed it up. When he made that 3 to go ahead late in the game, he flexed right in front of Caden Schiff. He knew it was going in, too, which is crazy.
Yep. Well, also wanted to mention for a second just Terrell Coulter, because again, I've talked about how he had a real poor game in that victory for New York to start. Oh! Bucket will not go there. Robert Golovin. Nope. But fouled. Will go to the line. But Terrell Coulter looking really good. I'm not sure if he's missed a shot yet. 6 points so far in this game.
He called it a loose ball foul, so it may not be going to the free throw line. It looks like it's actually going New England's way.
Huh. All right.
It's New York.
Oh, it is New York. Okay.
But again, speaking of, you know, New England, this New England coach, he has inherited a very talented team, as we spoke about earlier. Ooh, Coach Jason
Yeah, he has, and it's really been the you know, the backcourt. Obviously, Shea King and Jai Edge, the 2 biggest stars for New York. But yeah, they're bigs who are not very big, just going 6'8" and 6'7". Chance Milton Jones and Stephen Johnson Odom played really big for Coach Bellardi in that opening win over Chicago, cleaning up everything off the glass.
Yeah, and these guys, they play much bigger than what their height indicates. You know, they may be 6'8", 6'7", but they might be playing like 7-footers today, and they're gonna have to, I think.
Yeah. Considering that New England runs 7 foot, 6'9", and 6'7", and of course the 6'7" big down low is Kevin Sullivan at 260 pounds, who we just saw rebound and put a bucket back in a minute ago. But with that free throw, New York extends to a 2-point lead. Chance to make it 3 here. Johnson Odom can sink his second.
It's been very fun so far.
New England brings the ball up now. There's Sullivan.
And, you know, we were told by Coach Barans that it was Johnny Baldwin, who reminds him a lot of Amari Stoudemire, a young Amari too, before he developed the jump shot.
I can definitely see that. See that in part of his game. Oh, King can't get that one to go.
And Stoudemire was one of my favorite players in the NBA at one point.
Yeah, well.
So, you know, that's a big comparison.
That's a lot to live up to. Ooh. Well, we've been talking about the big players, but how about little 5'9" junior guard Eric Nelson out of Providence driving to the hole right there.
I'm afraid to go where the trees are. Ooh.
Yep. Elijah Burrell trying to do the same down here. Elijah Burrell has come out in this first half. Super aggressive.
Yeah,
not sure that
really
his shooting
aggressive.
efficiency is everything that Coach Bellardi wants, but you do have to encourage just the aggression.
Yes, exactly. You have to, at this level, continue to help these kids hone their abilities. And if that means trying different things, like being more aggressive in a game and seeing what happens, you never know. Good things might come your way as a result. And it could lead to a developing new play style for you as well, as you continue to learn and grow.
Well, Elijah Burrell getting set to take his second from the Bronx, New York.
And I think
B-Ron,
it's
do you
one
know
of
how
the
the
reasons.
Bronx? Oh,
Go
sorry. Go
ahead.
ahead, B-Ron. Take it. No, take it, please.
I was gonna say that this game being what it is, a regional rivalry game between New York and New England, I don't think it's any surprise to see Burrell be hyped up for these games because he likes it when you have a rivalry game like this one. So I guess we shouldn't be too surprised to see him be as aggressive as he is. But at the same time, again, trying new things as a player is always important, especially at the stage of your career, your high school career.
Well,
You were gonna
talk
ask me a
about
question
being.
though, Lava.
No, well, I was going to say, well, actually, with MJJ, Jackson Jones going to the line here, I was about to say we've seen a fair bit of actually fouling and pretty tough play. I guess it probably relates to what you're saying as far as these two teams, regional rivals who know each other pretty well, playing hard.
Yeah, absolutely. That definitely does. And I think also too, again, New York's coming off a very chippy game, so they've probably carried a lot of that emotion over into this game too.
Yeah,
And, they got here for a reason. And I
yeah.
feel like
Well,
we're just gonna continue to see more of that as this game goes on. It could be a war of attrition at some point with, who can I don't want to keep using that word chippy, but we're gonna keep using that word chippy here. Who can out chippy the other, if you will.
oh, pretty move, but a prettier
Oh,
block by big Malcolm Oliver. 7-footer swats that away.
now they gotta finish it the other way though. They gotta
Yep.
make it hurt.
Well, Damian Purdue has the ball in the corner. Gives it to MJJ again.
Good defense being played here by New
Really
by
good
New
defense,
York
but
though.
oh, there's Eric Nelson. Open three will not go
Ooh,
down. Boy, did
broadcaster's
everything
curse
but go
almost
through
got
the
me that
hoop.
time.
Oh,
Hey, look at that in the corner.
three-pointer. Shea King. Shea King, leading scorer for New York, leading scorer in the game with 17 now.
Yeah, he's putting up a ton of points, and I'm not surprised at all. But look at that, answering right
Yeah,
back is
well,
New England.
Eric
It's Eric
Eric
Nelson.
Nelson. Yeah, that's right. There you see, 10 points so far in this game. Mentioned Nelson, just a 5'9", 175-pound guard, but one of these New England players out there
Here comes a
battling
double
with this
team.
rough and tumble New York team. Oh, SJO gets
Oh,
open. Gets it to go. Oh,
pretty move there.
Stephen Johnson Odom, or SJO, San Jose, as I might start to call him. Pretty bucket there.
SJO getting the job done. Love to see it. Oh, that was
Oh,
a nice screen right
yeah.
there.
Well, that's just an intelligent play, you know?
Yes,
Eric Nelson
absolutely.
just waited patiently. Defender forgot about him. Help wasn't there. I'll
Yep.
walk this right to the rim, thank you.
Yeah, fell
Oh,
asleep. Gotta
look
wake
at
up.
Shea King, though. Oh, can't get that
Man.
shot to go, but I get the impression that King can get to the bucket whenever he wants.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He is one of those guys who's going to get his shots up however he can, whether he has to be
Whew.
aggressive getting his own or working off screens to get himself open for other shots. He'll get his one way or the other.
Eric Nelson looks determined to get his two. Oh, and he steals the ball
Ooh,
there. Nelson, breakaway layup coming. Gets it through.
nice job, Nelson. Picking the
Yeah,
pocket and going the other way for the easy layup.
yeah. Eric Nelson having a really nice start to things here, too. Well, we're under 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's a 2-point New England lead. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, B-Ron and I will get you to the end of this first half between New York and New England. back underway. 2-point New England lead, but it's been Che King, and there you see him on the bench. And actually saw on Twitter while we were doing that break somebody asking exactly how big is King, and he's just 6'1". He's a solid 190 pounds. Oh, and there's a nice little move from his teammate Elijah Burrell to tie this up. But yeah, King, you could be forgiven that he's maybe 6'5", 225. He's not. He just plays that way sometimes. And leading scorer in this game. Oh, that's a beautiful pass.
Oh man! Wow.
MJJ dunks it home. But
that double team, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that is a great double team because you can't come from the corner and leave him open like that. Doug's got to come from closer to the defender.
I think that's a fair criticism of Coach Bilardi right there. I don't know if you can double team this New England side at all, frankly. There's just too many stars. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that, Eric Nelson.
Yeah, he's got 16 points.
He is now, yeah, and I
I
misspoke earlier, by the way. King only has 15. Ball in hand, he could add it. He could add to that total any second.
Yeah, he could get 17 right here.
Nelson is now your leading scorer.
Yes, sir. Another assist, Mr. King.
And I thought Burrell might have had a foot on the line there, but the referee calls that a 3, and that cuts the lead to 1.
Yeah, I guess that's why we're over here, right?
Nelson again. Gets free for a layup drill.
Man,
wow.
Eric Nelson is so fast.
Yeah, he's very fast. I'd like to see him and Bryson Summers of Philly in a foot race. 100-yard dash. I would enjoy that. Oh, boy. Oh, G-Edge.
The back and forth buckets have returned, it seems.
Yes.
It got a little quiet there for a little bit, but the last 20 seconds here of the quarter, I'm loving what we're seeing to end this.
G-Edge, oh my.
And there he goes
Nelson again. All right, last seconds coming up here. New England 3-point lead. New York looking to cut into this here at the break, and they do.
They got to find a way
Elijah
to cut
Burrell
Nelson off from going to that left side. I mean, a foul will do it, but
yeah. Well, I know. I mean, B-Run, maybe we talk about this some more during the break when we have a second, but I'm seeing it's the little guards on both of these teams who are really driving into the paint, scoring in the paint. I think we got to talk about what both teams can do to adjust here in the second half.
Yeah.
Pretty bucket there from Van Arsdale.
I like his name, and I like that shot, too.
Well, Stacey Van Arsdale able to extend it to 3, and King's desperation 3 won't go down. 3-point edge for New England Select. Hey, B, let's get our producer, Ron Yell, in here. I want to hear Ron Yell's thoughts on the first half.
Yeah, I'm just watching, just watching your man there, Eric Nelson just slicing and dicing the defense of New York, and I'm just wondering if the coach Bilardi is going to make any adjustments there. That's the key to the game. Che King's going to get his on the New York side, but are you going to stop anybody on the other end?
Yeah, nope, that's a great point, Roniel. And looking, up and down this New York Stars roster, it's not necessarily the case that, Che King, Jai-Edge, great defenders. You might have to look at even rotating a wing or some kind of player like that if you want to stop a player like Eric Nelson. Meanwhile, on the other side, big question what Coach Behrens is going to do to stop Che King. Captain Stacey Van Arsdale comes off the bench for these guys, New England, but he's a good defender. Maybe throw him on in the second half. All right, second half just about to get underway here. New England in their opening game of the Stars of Tomorrow tournament here in LA, holding a 3-point lead over New York, who defeated Chicago in their first matchup. And boy,
Guess who? Guess who that is?
I was gonna say meet the new boss, same as the old boss, like the old Who song goes. More of the same here in the second half. Eric Nelson, 20 points in the first half. Give him 2 more there, and he's done most of it that way, just driving to the bucket and putting it in. Now, Elijah Burrell. Yeah, that was Elijah Burrell.
Him and King have been really aggressive, but Eric Nelson, the pass. What a pass.
Amazing pass. Now, Oliver couldn't get it to go. Can't get that to go either. Oliver closing in on double-digit rebounds. Still has not scored in this game, however. Ooh, nice, quick passing from New York. Get it up. And Shea King ties this thing up at 51.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a key for New York. Try to get the ball movement going, but try to stop Eric Nelson, too, at the same time, because this man is carving y'all up.
I want to remind you, that's a 5'9", 175-pound junior.
There's a double.
Who is getting whatever he wants inside right now. And what is considered to be a gritty, tough New York Stars team. I mean, they just beat Chicago, and we know that Chicago likes to rough things up. Oh!
Yeah, it was Oakland. They played against Oakland.
I'm sorry, Oakland. Thank you.
No, you're fine. You're okay, man. That's why I'm here. Oh! 2 hands for safety.
Stephen Johnson Odom. 15 rebounds and 8 points in his opening game against Oakland, but dirty dunk here in this one. New York has the lead. Well, Eric Nelson has just been the entire show, not the entire show, but certainly leading scorer, 24 points. Oh boy. Inspiration 3 there won't go.
Because it's slack, the shot clock was winding down, so, you know, we're cutting that slack at least.
Ooh, Raheem Dandridge flips it up, can't get it to go. Johnny Baldwin there with the rebound, quickly gets it ahead to Purdue. Oh, and Purdue shakes his defender, King. Wow. Not King, excuse me. Shook Burrell there. Nice move.
Yeah, that was a really good move there from Purdue. Did just enough to get by him.
Timeout, Coach Bellardi and the New York Stars. 55-55 all, 5:32 left here in this third quarter. B-Rod, I'm not sure if I can remember another game, either in this or the Battle of the Bayou or the Power of Attorney tournaments that we started the season with that has been this even all the way. I'm not sure that there's been a bigger lead than maybe 5 points for somebody.
Yeah, no.
I'm not even sure it was 5.
I can't think of any point in time either, and I think really, you know, we have to figure out, you know, who's going to be the one to make the big adjustment that can get you a bigger lead, because we all know basketball is a game of runs, and whoever can go on that big run could be the one that takes control of this game. What do you think New England has to do, Lava, to make sure that they go on that run?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if it's New England and Coach Behrens or if it's Coach Bellardi, who you see there on your screen on the other side, who's going to make this, but, you know, you're seeing guards just unobstructed path to the hoop here again and again. I mean, Eric Nelson, slippery and quick, but at 5'9", you got to be able to have people just rotating over, coming in, collapsing on this a little bit. I think whichever one of these teams, whichever one of these coaches figures that out first is probably going to win this ball game.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off you there and agree. I think it starts on the defensive end. The bigs have to play like bigs and not allow the smaller guards to go inside and have their way, because at halftime, New England was dominating in the paint. They had 36 points to just New York's 18 is what it was.
Yep.
So at some point, that difference had to be made up somewhere. I think it starts on the defensive end for both sides.
New England getting it done there again, and of course it helps when Johnny Baldwin gets switched onto a smaller defender.
No louds for you, sir.
Kevin Sullivan intercepts that one. West with the 3 will not go.
Nice one-handed snag too. That looked good.
Yeah.
Wide receiver.
And that's our 6'7", 260-pound man who picked that off too. Kenny Sullivan, showing he got some size, but it doesn't mean he can't get airborne.
No, love that.
Golovin brings it up. Oh, that's a nice pass inside to Baldwin.
That is a pretty pass inside.
Can't get it to go, but gets fouled. Yeah, and there again, you see some of the challenges New York has inside. That's not a mismatch. Raheem Dandridge is just stacked up against Johnny Baldwin, both effectively playing power forward, but Baldwin with about 20 pounds and 5 inches of size uses it to his advantage there, gets to the free throw line.
Yeah, and I think that's also going to be part of the game too, coming down the stretch here. You've got guys who have size and they have to use it to their advantage. You have to find a way to get those guys mismatched onto some of these smaller guards maybe and try to get them into foul trouble, because that's also a way to get them out of the game. They can't play if they're, fouled out or in foul trouble.
Baldwin sets up for a second here. Mentioned before, 12th ranked senior in the country. He is New Jersey's Mr. Basketball and a McDonald's All-American, being heavily recruited by North Carolina and Kentucky. So this is the free throw there, but it's a 1-point New England lead. We're coming up on halfway through. Oh, and stolen away by Baldwin. Traffic. Nice hands by Baldwin.
Oh, all right. All right.
Yeah, no, that's nice work turned in there by Damian Perdue. Haven't talked much about Perdue, but he is the 39th ranked senior in the country, 6'3" guard out of Clifton, New Jersey.
New York's got to start taking care of the basketball now. They've got 6 turnovers already, just to New England's 1 or 2. You got to take care of basketball. We're gonna, keep the lead close like it is.
Yeah, look at those shooting percentages on your screen there. Both these teams have just largely been lights out, including Boo Boo Morgan. 6-foot senior guard out of Manhattan, just hit for New York down the other end. Andre West has it now for New England.
Oh, it's
crazy.
A good thought.
Bad.
It was a really good thought, but just couldn't get it through in time.
Couldn't get there. Couldn't get it through Andre West, and couldn't get back in time to challenge Keontae Dior's layup. New York takes a 1-point lead. Coach Behrens of New England wants to talk it over. While he does, we're going to take a quick break too. 3:23 to go in the third quarter when we come back.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Since flex on, neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Your old squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD 24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
All right, we're back. 1-point New York lead. A little bit more than halfway through the third quarter here, and New England set to inbound. And while they're getting set up and underway here, wanted to give a shout out to our beverage sponsor, Powerade. Thank you, Powerade, for powering high school hoops. And there goes New York. Oh, wow! That's a foolish foul by Robert Golovin. It was a great move by Boo Boo Morgan. Nice steal. Strong move, take it right up to the rack, but Golovin should have known just to let that one go.
Yeah, at some point you got to realize, hey, let him get the 2 points instead of giving him a chance for 3. Yep. And I think I saw Boo Boo take a bigger swing of Powerade there on the sideline before he came back into the game. So, hey, paid off clearly.
Boo Boo to the line, 6-foot senior guard out of Manhattan. His given first name is Joseph, but I think his parents decided there was already a famous Joe Morgan in the world, so went with his childhood nickname of Boo Boo, as he's known now. Well, Stacey Van Arsdale in the game, the captain, comes off the bench. Pretty step back, but the shot won't go, and nice job by Milton Jones fighting for the rebound there for New York.
Didn't quite create the space he wanted to with the step back, though, I don't think. A little bit more space, and that might have went in. I had a better chance to go in anyway, I should say.
Guy Edge can get his jumper to go, and Stacey Van Arsdale rips the rebound down quickly, gets it ahead. Oh,
There,
nice.
wow, nice
Nice
job.
play there by New England.
That's
Stacey
how
Van
you use the
Arsdale
numbers
mentioned,
to your advantage too.
mentioned Van Arsdale is the captain of New England, and he does come off the bench in spite of the fact that he's ranked in the top 50 among the senior class. Van Arsdale is also a relative of NBA and Indiana University legends Dick and Tom Van Arsdale, the Van Arsdale twins. Have you ever heard of the Van Arsdale twins, B-Ron?
I have not. That might have been before my time.
Oh, that's even before my time, and I'm old, so don't worry about it. But yes, legendary NBA twins. I forget how many points they combined to score. Maybe we'll look that up during the next break. But Dick and Tom Van Arsdale. Stacy is shorter than his famous namesakes, but super talented. Expect to see him playing high-level college ball and maybe make it to the pros himself. Meanwhile, New York has played really well these past couple sequences and has broken out to a 6-point lead. We're under 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and they've used good, rebounding to do it too, not allowing a whole lot of second chances for New England and getting their own second chances on offense.
Well, I don't think Coach Bellardi liked how easily Van Arsdale just drove inside there. Cut this lead to 4 for New England. Talking about Van Arsdale, he's a 6'1 guard out of Plattsburgh, New York. Really, this New England team from all over the place, as far as Rhode Island, where Eric Nelson, leading scorer in the game so far, with 24 hails from.
Yeah, and looking at a lot of these New England select players, you see some of them are from New York proper. So
Yes.
It's very surprising
true.
to me. It's like, what did you do to not be put on this New York team to go on this New England team? Did you all decide, hey, this New York team is really good. Why don't we all get together and come together and play together so we can take them out?
Yep,
I mean,
well,
you got seven guys on your team who are all Mr. Basketballs for a reason.
Yeah, this
Can
is
you
true.
imagine if all of them played on New York with Shea
Well,
King and Jai Edge too?
I mean, we've talked about it. The New York backcourt and wings are so tough, and their post players have been playing well. It's just that they're thin and not necessarily that big in the post. Oh, nice move there though from.
You need to be big to make that shot.
Jai Edge is 6 foot, can make it work. But if they had Johnny Baldwin hailing from East Rutherford, New Jersey on this team, scary proposition. Van Arsdale's 3 will
Absolutely.
go.
Gotta set your feet there, man. Honestly, if you want that shot to go. You had the time. Welcome to the block party, young man.
I
Refreshments
think Terrell
are on
Coulter
the
thought he
menu.
got fouled. He was a little out of control there on that drive, so maybe that's why they let it go. Van Arsdale trying to create. Oh,
Backing
it
him
does.
up.
Works inside. Gets it up
Oh,
over 2
man.
defenders, but can't get it down.
Good look there from Van Arsdale, not being phased at all.
Tough shot for Edge, won't go down.
That was Odom coming around the rotation on that last possession where Van Arsdale got that layup.
There's the big man, 7-footer Oliver, working inside. Nice little turn, but just can't get his shot to go. He's had a really nice game so far, just rebounding, being a defensive presence, but not a scorer, Malcolm Oliver.
Not
It is
known for
now
scoring, but
8-point New York lead. Coming up on the
Yeah.
final seconds here of the third quarter. And turnover. Chance to extend it at the buzzer. Won't go, however, but New York, the second half of that third quarter, really playing well, has burst out to an 8-point lead. Come right back, though. We've got 8 more minutes to decide this thing. It's been good so far. Should be the rest of the way, too. We're back, fourth quarter from Los Angeles, SimWorld Arena West. B-Ron, what'd you see from New York that contributed to this lead they've built up here, playing in that third quarter?
Well, we spoke up earlier talking about defense, and that was one of the big reasons why New York got out to that lead here late in the third quarter. But, there's plenty of time for things to, unravel, so to speak, or get back to where they were before.
Well,
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Malcolm
it's
Oliver.
been a game.
Malcolm Oliver playing some defense there. And gets the rebound. Double-digit rebounds now for Oliver.
That was
Big
a bad
man out of
offensive
Boston.
possession because New England came with a double team, and New York just didn't see it.
Yeah,
They had Odom wide open down
Johnson
low.
Odom was all alone underneath the paint, and I'm sorry, in the paint. And MJJ deep three will not go. Rebounded to King. Edge can't get it to go, and Oliver with another rebound. Eric Nelson brings it up. Nelson's been the story of this game so far, but throws it away there. Terrell Coulter rips it. Oh, Coulter takes his own shot. I thought he was going to give it up to Johnson
I would
Odom,
love to
but
see him
Johnson
give it up,
Odom
but
gets
it
the
worked out.
rebound. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Well, what I thought was going to happen, kind of happened, just not
Yeah, kind of.
not as I would have laid it out on paper. But there's Nelson. Again, is Nelson too quick for King? I feel like he's consistently losing him out there.
He might be, but you know what? He's getting double team help now. And that's, again, the defense for New York has been great. Especially their double teams now. And New England might need to consider countering with the doubles of their own at some point here. Or I guess they're trying to, but splitting it. Wow.
Yeah. Well, Edge knocked that shot down, but let's give a lot of credit to King. King drew basically every defender on New England to him. And
he split the double
shooter.
and then found Edge wide open.
Now Nelson's gone cold. Here comes King again. It is a 13-point New York lead. Oh, boy. Make that some more.
Oh, my. Yeah, I was just going to count my hand over here. Gotta get that. Real quick.
Timeout New England and Coach Justin Behrens. This has been, this game came alive. But, hey, we're going to take a quick break, too. 15-point New York lead, 5:52 when we're back. .15 New York Stars advantage. A little under 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Hey, Roniel, what you got for us?
Hey, so I just finished talking to the coach of New York, Tim Lombardi, and he was telling us, hey, I don't see the other team making the adjustments, so I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. You see them running heavily through New York, and they're just pretty much trapping everything out on the perimeter to get the ball out of there we go, Nelson's hands. So as long as that's working, that's what they're going to stick to doing.
Well,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Coach.
Yep, thanks, Rodiel. Appreciate it. And, what Yells was talking about there, I think you just saw with your own two eyes. Nice defense from the New York Stars. Lead to a layup the other end. 17-point lead now.
Speaking of coaching in New England here for a minute, they got to find a way to get Johnny Baldwin more involved. He's been perfect from the field all game. They need to get him a little bit more involved than what he's been already so far.
Baldwin on the bench currently for New England. Now Malcolm Oliver, the 7-footer, is out there. Just got his first 2 points on the night with a rebound put back in. But yeah, I think you need to get Johnny Baldwin back out there. That's the 12th ranked senior in the country. As you said, perfect from the field on the night. 13 points.
Yeah, he can't be sitting on the bench, especially not right now, because this game is
No.
quickly getting out of hand. And what was at one point a back and forth game is starting to turn into a New York rout.
Yeah, well, I mean, this thing was really even through about through about 2.5 quarters, midway through the
Yeah,
third
2.5,
quarter.
3 quarters, yeah.
Yeah, and then New York just made some adjustments.
But it's those
some defensive
adjustments that's
stops.
the big
Yeah.
part of being a part of SimWorld. You can make
Yeah.
these adjustments. You can come into a game and say, hey, you can say, hey, like Coach Velarde did. He saw what Evan was doing and said, I'm going to stop him from doing what he's doing, and it's working out so far. So if you want to be a part of the SimWorld experience and make those adjustments as a coach, all right, cut me off. It's fine. It's fine.
No. I like where you're going. I mean, I like what Stephen Johnson Odom's doing too, and let's recognize that. But no, if you want to be a part of the SimWorld experience, then come to our Discord. Check us out, YouTube, Twitch, Insta. Important thing though is if you want to be a part of it, we need you to raise your hand, make an application to join our league. We'd love to put you in charge of one of these teams. Get you in the game.
Yeah, just like, EA Sports in the game. We're not them, but, you could be in the game. You could be in the game. See the game, be the game with SimWorld Sports. Come on
That's
down.
right.
Let's do it.
Jay King has it in the corner. Shot clock running down. Edge gets another. Oh, that's just a 2.
Edge.
Just a 2. But it's a 17-point lead now. And if Rick Blaze was here with me instead of you today, B-Ron, this is where Rick would start to insist that this one is over and we can quit pretending that New England might come back.
What's it? We got to call Katie? Is that who it is?
Yes, you got to bar the door. It's what you got to do. But hey, Maverick Jackson Jones has a little something to say about that. Makes a 3-pointer there, cuts it to at least 14. 2:36 to go in this one. Looking, however, like New York is going to advance and go to 2-0 in this round robin Stars of Tomorrow tournament. New England falling to 0-1. I don't think New England will be out of this necessarily with a defeat today, but tough debut for Coach Behrens and New England Select. Again, really playing well. We're in this for most of the way, and then New York just kind of took this thing over second half. Stranglehold on defense and kept the hot shooting going. Stand out to this double-digit lead, but yeah, nice nights from New York's Jay King, Jai Edge, Terrell Coulter, talked about him a little bit too, and also Elijah Burrell, 5'8" junior point guard out of the Bronx. And hey, B-Ron, here's a question for you. Do you know how the Bronx got the name the Bronx?
I do not. Why don't you tell me? I'm very interested to know this.
Well, as you may know, New York was originally called New Amsterdam, as it was settled or colonized, depending which word you prefer, by the Dutch originally. And that's why there are actually several places in New York. There's Stuyvesant Town. That's a very Dutch name. Bronx comes because there was a Dutch farmer who owned and farmed much of what now is the borough of the Bronx, who was named Bronk, B-R-O-N-C-K. Again, a very Dutch name. And became the Bronx over time. Yes. So that is where Elijah Burrell hails from. Having a nice night tonight. But back to game action and back to more New York scoring. Lead back out to 16.
And some things haven't changed a whole lot since timeout, and that's New York scoring. It seems like this is one of those things where it's death taxes in New York scoring, getting buckets.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, Burrell, that's a beautiful pass. Yeah.
Every time Odom does that two-handed dunk and goes up on the rim like that, I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. But
yeah,
if
no
I tried
kidding, right?
to, I would. No.
You can't do that. You can't
no,
do
man.
That?
I wish I could.
B-Ron, you got to see me on a 7-foot rim. You'd be surprised what I can do. You got to see what I can do. But this one's coming to a close. New York definitely going to win, although nice little move there to close, make it a little bit closer for New England. But, B-Ron, this one was good for most of the way. Ended up being a little bit of a blowout in the end.
I thought he was going to put that man on a T-shirt again.
Well, Purdue with the hard foul. Give Purdue credit there. He went to help out. He wasn't looking to hurt anybody there, just looking to grab the bucket, which he did. No hard feelings between Johnson Odom and Purdue, but I was going to say, we got a second game coming up here, exactly 24 minutes after we close this one off. We are going to have, in our second game, LA versus Mid-Atlantic. And you know, B-Ron, what I'm really excited about in this one is I'm going to get to see my favorite perimeter player in SimWorld High School Hoops, and that is Jalen Snow from LA. I'm going to see my favorite big in all of SimWorld High School Hoops, and that is Jamison Johnson, Mid-Atlantic. I am excited to see those two young men go to work in our second.
I'm very excited. Anytime you get to see the number one player in the nation, recruiting-wise, in Jalen Snow, I think you're in for a show, for sure.
The Snow Show, as it is called. I'm sure we'll see the Snow Step back some too, but B-Ron, I was in Barcelona to cover the Mid-Atlantic Europe game. Jamison Johnson. Granted, Europe's a skilled team, but they don't have a lot of traditional bigs down low. So
their style of basketball is way different from us over here.
It's very different. So let's throw that caveat out there. That said, Jamison Johnson just 8 and 8 and 8 against them. If I recall, and we can check this too before we get our second game going, I believe he was 11 for 11 from the field. Just had a monster game. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do against the big men of LA, who are going to have a size matchup problem with Jamison Johnson in our second game.
That'll hear in the post, though. I'd love to see that.
Hey, there's Boo Boo Morgan puts 2 more in. 22 points in the game. Jamison Johnson. Yep. Ooh.
If he can play like that in the upcoming game, that could be a problem.
Oh, yeah. Well, and, LA, bigger, more traditional than Europe for sure, but I don't know if they have anybody that can really match up against Jamison Johnson, so I'm excited to see that. Meanwhile here, it's 94-79 now, New York. Under 30 seconds in this one.
So if they get 100 points, do we get tacos? How's that work?
No, we are yet to see a 100-point SimWorld High School game. I am waiting for that. Deontay Dior gets the shot off. It won't go. Oliver rebounds it. And New England's going to bring it up. Maybe get a last shot off here. But this has been all New York in the second half. Congrats to Tim Bilardi and the New York Stars. 2-0.
Good game, Coach.
Stars
Absolutely.
Hey, my player of the game is Che King. Got to give it up for Che. There were a few good players out there tonight, though. Also got to give some credit to Eric Nelson, New England. A little bit of a breakout game. But in the end, it's New York comfortably. 94-79. Well, for B-Ron, for my producer Roniel, come back in exactly 24 minutes, everybody. We should have a second great matchup going on, LA and Mid-Atlantic, when we come back. live, Los Angeles. Welcome, SimWorld. We got game 2 of our doubleheader in the Stars of Tomorrow tournament. I am Elava in the booth with B-Ron, and we are both excited to call this matchup. You've got my number 1 top-ranked guard in my own personal rankings, who is also the number 1 top-ranked senior in the country, Jalen Snow, for LA, taking on Jameson Johnson, big man, for Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. It's really going to be fun. And I'm going to start it quick here. Ooh. All right. Okay. That's how you start a game.
So that is the second player, not second player, but second highest ranked player on LA. Down at that end, and then this one. This one's gotten underway quickly.
Underway very quickly. They wasted no time. They wasted no time at all. I think that was about 30 seconds. They both scored.
Yep. That was JJ Ortega with the ball. Ortega had a nice performance in the first game of this tournament for LA and shoots and scores there.
Perfect. One shot, one bucket. Nicely done.
JJ Ortega and Jason Tada complimenting big star Jalen Snow. Oh, that rattles around, won't go in, but Dingle rebounds it. Eric Busk puts a shot up, puts a shot in.
Answering. I love this, man. Both games have started off really well.
Deep jumper from Eric Busk. And there you see Ortega handling, gets it in Tada's hands. Jalen Snow. Here. Jalen Snow in the corner, looking to get open for 3. Oh, nope. Tada steps back, takes his own shot, won't go. Jameson Johnson rebounds.
He did some good work there, though, Tada. He was on his own, wanted to try to get his own shot. It almost worked out, too. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it to go.
Well, it is hard to shine on a team with Jalen Snow, but Jason Tada, the 17th ranked junior in the country, and important part of this LA Stars team, for sure. Oh!
He definitely is an important part of this of that LA team, but the guy we're going to be looking forward to seeing on the Mid-Atlantic side is Jameson Johnson. Can't forget about him.
All in hand and a clear out for him right now. Free throw jumper will not go, however.
And I had a chance to speak to Coach Austin Jones before the game, and he did let me know that, you know, when talking about Jameson Johnson, he said he's a great player, and that they're just going to try to put him in a position to where they can contain him and force him into bad shots. And so far, he's 0 for 2. So far, so good, Coach Jones.
Yeah. JJ Ortega with the shot clock running out. Can't get the little jumper to go. And Johnson again cleans up the rebound, brings up. Johnson missing 2 shots. That's more shots than he missed in the entire game against Europe from Barcelona the other day.
Yeah, I heard he was near
dominated. Perfect. You know, the Europeans, it's a different style, and he misses there again. Well, a big difference is that of the 22 points Johnson had in that first game against Europe, I think all but perhaps one of them came on dunks. He's been forced a little bit further outside.
When you're doing that, then, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Well, particularly when you're the size of Jameson Johnson, 7 foot, 230-pound senior out of Toms River, New Jersey. 0 for 3 so far in this one. Gets the ball again. Oh, nice position for Johnson there.
Ooh, there it is. Now he's on the board.
Well, he had Jalen Snow on him there, and Snow at just 6'3". Not much of a defensive matchup, but this is a real challenge for Coach Austin Jones. Oh, nice steal there from Busk.
What a rip.
Takes it away from Snow. Snow tries to
nice job.
Get the layup. LA wants a timeout. I was saying it's a challenge for Coach Austin Jones in LA. You know, Austin Ajavan is the main defender that LA is going to try to put on Jameson Johnson, but it's 6'5" and 210. He's got a big challenge against the 7-footer, JJ from Mid-Atlantic. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're about halfway through this first quarter. 8-5, Mid-Atlantic lead. Mid-Atlantic Select out to a 3-point lead early in this one. There you just saw Coach Austin Jones of the LA Stars instructing his charges on the bench. Looks like it's the same 5 that started the game for LA out there right now. Mid-Atlantic 2. Oh,
all right.
Deep 3.
Wow, that's a big shot there.
That's what that young man can do. Put points on the board.
Yeah,
now it's Eric Dillard handling. Eric Dillard handling and heading to the rack and gets rejected. Johnson inside pass to Norwood. Wow. Oh, and Norwood has it taken away from JJ Ortega. Tada in the corner.
Tada!
Nice rebound by Johnson. Comes up with it there.
You know, I'm gonna be really interested to see just again, you know, Jamison Johnson and Jalen Snow kind of not go head necessarily, but in terms of scoring wise, they're gonna be getting, I think, a lot of their shots to fall. Hopefully, with some consistency, and we'll see, you know, a repeat of Johnson's first game against Oakland, because that was an impressive game.
Mostly just want to see a good game overall, but really do want to see the 2 big stars out here shine tonight. And, you know, it's an interesting contrast between these 2 teams as well. LA, you know, plays a balanced sort of attack, but very much, you know, led by star guard Jalen Snow. Snow had a 35-point game in the semifinals of the Power of Attorney tournament, also here in Los Angeles. That was a loss for LA to Oakland in that game. Their only loss of the year, actually.
Loss of the season,
yeah, but shows you just what he's capable of. And meanwhile, for Mid-Atlantic Select, as I saw in Barcelona, as we've seen a little bit in this opening quarter, Jamison Johnson is just a load down low. I'm not sure if there's a better big man either in SimWorld High School or Global Hoops out there right now. His combination of skills and size, just a lot to deal with for any team. Almost any team, and particularly a team like LA, which is undersized. Austin Ajavan, just a junior, just 6'5", but is a tough defender. That's still a huge hill to climb.
Yeah, Ajavan may be a great defender, but it's going to be difficult for him today, I think, against Johnson. Ooh, almost went in. But
yeah,
I wanted you.
Go ahead.
Well, to say, we spoke about it earlier. The post play of Mid-Atlantic, I think, is one of the reasons why, you know, Johnson is the focal point that he is. You know, they like to play through the stars, which Jamison Johnson, and he just so happens to be a big man, and their main emphasis on offense is post play. So that's gonna be the key. And if Johnson can both create his own shot by getting dunks and just in general, or if he, you know, getting fast break buckets too, this could be a night where Johnson has a big night and results in a win, maybe an upset, perhaps, win.
Well, with under 3 minutes to play here in the first, both coaches have put in substitutes. I think it's full sort of hockey style second line changes for both teams. Now Jalen Snow is still out there, I take it back, so some of the starters still on the court, but
there's a step back.
The Snow step back won't go. Hunt and Orton battling for the rebound, but Randy Orton comes up with it for Mid-Atlantic. Gets the ball to point guard Stanley Heyman. 6-foot senior out of Mount Vernon, New York. Gets it back. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets a screen. And gets an open look.
Oh, that was pretty, though. You gotta attack the hoop, though, when you have space like that. Lane's wide open, you gotta go there.
Heyman could have shown a little bit more of that aggressiveness, like what we saw out of Eric Nelson in the first game.
Yeah, would love to see that, and you know, hopefully from Heyman we'll see more of that, and hopefully that's a spoiler and not a prediction. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, Devin Johansson, 6'9" big man for the LA Stars, hits a three-pointer. Mid-Atlantic can't answer, and LA brings it back up. Arian Hunt's pass knocked out of there, and Heyman comes up with it. Heyman trying to get around Jalen Snow, brings it back out. Xavier Sam with the ball now, 6'4" wing. out of Roanoke, Virginia. Oh,
I was waiting for that steal, man. There it is.
Cook and J.J. Ortega for LA.
Ooh.
Really harassing with the defense and make them pay at the other end.
Yep, and that's what it's about. I think that's also going to be a key for this game, too. You know, they don't trap a lot, LA, but when they do, like there, it worked in their favor.
Xavier Sam gets free inside. Under a minute to play now in the first quarter. LA with a 1-point lead.
Went by pretty fast.
I thought Jalen Snow was going to shoot that.
I thought
he may
was
still. No, instead has it taken away, but Mid-Atlantic can't hold on to it. Still LA
that was
ball.
great defense, and we're seeing some great defense from
Yes,
both
we
of these teams to begin the game. And, you know, blocks and everything galore, man. Blocks, steals, everything. It's so good to see.
That is Austin Ajavon you saw there on the replay and seeing live now, sitting on the bench, catching a little breather. Snow getting a rest, too, finally, for these last 46 seconds of the first quarter.
He didn't look happy coming off the court, though.
No, he wanted to stay out there.
Made a whole first quarter, man.
Thought he could play for a few more seconds, I think. Oh, Damian Hunt. Strung to the rim, but it bounces off. Xavier Sam brings it up. And gets it back to Heyman, who backs it out. And Heyman stepped over the back court. That is just mentally sloppy there from Stanley Heyman.
Yeah, gotta pay attention to where you are on the court, young man. Gotta pay attention.
Coach Vince Johnson of Mid-Atlantic not looking thrilled with that one. Oh, and another turnover.
It doesn't matter.
Xavier Sam to the rack.
Ooh, nice finish.
1-point lead for Mid-Atlantic now. There's about a second difference between the game shot and shot clock. LA likely, it looks like LA is going to hold here for one.
And I think that's a smart play here, even though it is only the first quarter. Get the shot clock to go down and get a good look inside, maybe.
Channing got position, but can't get the bucket to roll.
Almost.
All right, well, it maintains a 1-point Mid-Atlantic Select lead. Close in this first quarter. Good game. Come back for the second. Let's see if either star can break out for their team. One point separates these two teams as we get ready to get the second quarter underway. That was a nice 8 minutes of opening action there, B-Ron.
Yeah, it really was. And
I enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too, man. It's been fun being here with you today. And this game is starting off really good. That went by really fast that first quarter.
Yeah.
So that might be a sign of things to come. It might be the fast play from both of these teams. We'll see, man. Good screen.
Stanley Heyman works inside. Oh, shot rolls right off the rim. Heyman just a 6-footer. The reserve point guard for the Mid-Atlantic Select. Second team point guard if you want to think of it that way.
Yeah, both
nice
benches are still in
jumper.
the game too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about it.
Darian Hunt, another one of those bench players there, pretty shot, just wouldn't go in.
Out
Oh!
here!
That was a rejection by Sebastian Ruiz, just 6'4", the senior out of San Bernardino.
I'm surprised that didn't go to the parking lot.
Stolen away by Randy Orton, who finds Sam down low. Can't get the shot to go. I'm sorry, that's not Sam, that's Channing. He'll go to the line, chance to shoot two. You know, I'm liking what I'm seeing here from Mid-Atlantic on defense. They're just like, their hands are getting in the way of every pass.
Yeah, they really are. And, you know, Randy Orton's one of those guys, too. You got to watch out for him. He's going to come out of nowhere and just get a steal just like that. So, hey, man.
Well,
watch out for Randy, I'll tell you.
Randy Orton, solid 6'5", 235, out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But some nice, quick hands. First of all, come up with that steal, and secondly, to make that nice pass, give Sam the free throw opportunity. Can't make the first one.
Yeah,
There's a second coming up.
Yep, and as a team captain, you know, making an impact like that is always important to keep your team spirits up. And if you can continue to make plays like that to help your team stay in the game like this, then by all means, continue to do that.
Absolutely. Some subs back in the game for Mid-Atlantic. Big Jamison Johnson back out there, along with the Erics, as I call them. The Mid-Atlantic backcourt of Eric Busk and Eric Dillard, both ranked juniors.
Yeah, Dillard is 24th in the rankings as a junior, and Busk is number 5. I'm reading my shit right. Number
6. He is the 6th ranked junior. And there's Dillard. Actually, there's both Busk and Dillard. Busk with a nice defense on the other end. Gets it up court quickly, and Dillard finishes.
Look at that. Juniors teaming up to make plays.
There you go. AJ Ortega swings it across. Tada back in the game.
Still no Jalen Snow on the floor yet, but
no,
they don't need him right now.
Well, Jalen played 7 minutes and 15
minutes.
seconds of that first quarter. He only rested for a little bit, so Coach Austin Jones getting him a little bit of a breather, but
I think that's smart.
Really makes the focus of the offense. Tada. Oh, nice play there from Eric Dillard.
But we can't forget about Ortega either, because Ortega's been playing really good as of late here. You know, if he keeps playing like he is,
yes,
he could find himself being ranked here pretty soon as a senior, which is always good.
Well, J.J. Ortega, we saw him, Rick Blaze and I called one of his games earlier in the week, and J.J. was our MVP in LA's big win.
And I know we got to see him in a few of the scrimmage games before everything started going official, and we liked what we saw out of him during the scrimmage games too. So I'm glad to see that all that's carrying over when the games actually start counting. Oh.
Dillard working on Ortega.
Oh,
and just,
good defense though from
Ortega. Just muscled him aside though. Nice, Eric Dillard.
Sometimes you can't do much other than play good defense, and it still isn't enough.
Oof. Ortega's shot won't go there. Well, Dillard, you saw in the graphic a second ago, he's got 8 points, and they've all come in the paint. That's pretty amazing, considering he's known as an outside shooter. Dillard and Ortega fight for it, and Ortega comes up
there.
It
it is.
Ooh, Tada thought about that shot.
Yeah,
in the end.
But that
one,
though, much better
look.
Much better look from Jason Tada. That first one wasn't great. That'd have been a head scratcher. That wide open one though, crowd pleaser.
Well, Dillard likes a jumper there too and can't get it to go. Ajavon comes up with the rebound. Yeah, I guess that wasn't over and back. It looked almost, a little unconventional.
Well, we're not sure it's forward pass or not.
True. Ortega has it. He's running out of time. Drives the paint. Can't get it to go. Another rebound for Johnson.
You know, I'm liking the aggression that I'm seeing from Ortega, but it feels like right now it's a little bit too much aggression. Does that make sense? I think you're also hurting your team, by taking bad shots.
Oh!
And
wow. That's what we were talking about all the way here. That was Jamison Johnson just using his size, using his skills to work Austin Ajavon. Talented defender, but giving up a lot of size, a lot of weight. Big Jamison Johnson.
Yep,
Johnson won that round.
Yeah, exactly. And if you are Mid Atlantic select, like you want to call Midwest, Mid Atlantic select, you have to exploit that matchup because
Yep.
you want to make Ashbaum prove that he can stop Johnson before you go away from it and try something different. Until that point comes, though, I think you need to continue going at it, keep poking the bear.
Well, Jalen Snow back in the game, but has the ball stolen away. But Dillard can't make him pay at the other end. Mikhail Jolly Harper with the ball in hand now. Gets it to Ortega, who swings it to Snow. Oh. Snow step back. Ooh, won't go in.
And
Johnson
that's one of
pulls
those
that rebound
situations
away.
there from Snow where you have the space, try and go for a mid-range jumper or set your teammate up for a shot because we know he can play make. He's a playmaker, I should say.
All right, now Johnson's got Ortega on him.
Get a double team on him. There it is. There it
Oh,
is.
but passes out to Dingle. Swings
Good
it to
rotation,
Dillard.
though.
Time running out. Oh!
Wow.
Eric Dillard.
Wow. Man, once again,
is
you
11
do
points in
everything
the
right
game.
on defense.
Yeah, well, that is 11 points for the game for Dillard. And I was saying earlier, I was amazed that, he is known. That's what he's known for is his perimeter shooting. That shot there over LA won't go. As a junior, Eric Dillard once had 33 points in a game, all of them coming on three-pointers. 11 made threes. Yeah.
Wow.
So the kid can shoot from outside. I was impressed with his inside scoring in this one. John Norwood tries a long shot, won't go. Eric Busk rebounds. Can't get it to go. Is it blocked? Gets it back, though.
Oh,
And
man.
the second attempt also won't go.
Tough swing of the bench there.
Oh.
Love the hustle, though.
Nice move from Tada, but it won't go.
Gotta follow your shot, though, Tada.
Well, it's a 9-point game now. Uh-oh. Make it a
Oh,
little
man.
bit more for Mid-Atlantic. 12-point advantage. Quick timeout.
That's
Coach
a good
Austin
timeout
Jones
call.
from
Good
LA.
timeout, Coach.
A little bit just under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. We will be right back after this. Minute 59 to go in the second quarter. 12-point Mid-Atlantic lead. This was a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter, but Mid-Atlantic has just owned the second quarter. What are you seeing from them out here, B-Ron, that's been different these first 6 minutes of the second quarter?
Well, I think it just starts on the defensive end. They've done a lot of work on defense, forcing some turnovers, mostly from Jalen Snow, who just made that last shot there. It's a good shot, but they've got to continue to clamp down on Snow and make life tough for him. I think the rest will fall into place.
Credit to LA and Coach Jones there out of that timeout, running that set play. Got Snow open and drains a three. Jalen Snow wearing 24 and the eye-catching pink shoes out there.
Not hard to miss.
Norwood, nice inside rebound. John Norwood, 6'7" wing out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
It's getting out of hand here, and I didn't expect to see this when we were coming into it, I don't think. But that's a good pass from Snow. Showing the
That is a
civic
good pass from
ability.
Snow. That's the second time that Snow has found Johansson. Finding for an open 3 earlier. Snow and Johansson working a nice little 1-2 game. Oh, rebounded by Johansson. Gets it to Snow's hands. Snow playing as a point guard is going to go coast to coast, and why not?
Yeah.
Why
Low
not?
by your man like that, that's easy.
Hey.
It don't come much easier than it was right there.
Well, that's how you cut a lead down. And it is down to 7 now, 33-26.
And I think it might be time for Snow to start taking matters into his own hands because we know he can do it. We've seen him do it. He's got to get more aggressive on the court, I think, with the ball in his hand. And
Yeah,
but,
well,
you know, not do too much, but it seems going to help him create space for his shots, too.
looks like he is playing the point for Coach Jones right now, although he's got Devon Cook out there with him, who is also natural point guard. Whips it to Johansson for another 3. Gets it and go!
That's his shot. That's his
Wow.
shot right there. Love to see those 3-pointers from a big man at times.
Psychic
Ooh.
connection almost between Devin Johnson and Jalen Snow. Snow just picking him out, and Johnson just pops him in. That's a good way to end the second quarter after LA dug themselves into a little bit of a hole. Well, you've got my producer, Roniel, in with me. Roniel, share some thoughts on that first half action, if you please.
You know, it's a tight game. I'm just enjoying it. With the Stars haven't really showcased everything they can do. They're kind of pacing themselves. So I think we're in for a pretty big second quarter. What you think, B-Ron? Or second half, I'm sorry.
Yep, I know you're okay. I think the same thing. It's like a boxing match. First few rounds, you're feeling each other out, and then you start to go in a little bit more aggressive as the fight goes on. And as this game goes on, I think we'll see a lot more aggressiveness from, ideally, Jalen Snow for LA, and from Mid-Atlantic, we'll start to see more aggression from Jameson Johnson as well. If those two can get going, this could be the pop-off of the second half here. We could see the score balloon up some more.
Shout out Johansson.
Jameson Johnson, only 4 points in that first half. Did have 7 rebounds.
Damn.
Looking for more production out of him in the next 16 minutes. Sure you'll be looking for things too. Join us when we come back. We should have a great second half coming up.
Make him sweat.
Second half just about to get started. Mid-Atlantic with the advantage. 4 points. You know, the LA Stars, considering how much they, really kind of got dominated inside there by Mid-Atlantic. Not that much of a surprise. Talked about it from the tip. Have to be happy. This is just a 4-point game right now. Oh,
Yeah,
steal by
yeah.
Jolly Harper.
Especially with the way things are going, both in the paint and, well, in the paint in general, both in terms of rebounding and for scoring as well, because right now Mid-Atlantic is dominating in the paint scoring-wise. 22 points in the paint to LA 6.
There's another inside scoring opportunity that Jalen Snow couldn't convert. Mid-Atlantic also has 8 offensive rebounds to none for LA in that first half. It makes a big difference too. And Eric Dillard continues.
More points onto the paint.
Yep, Eric Dillard continues his aggressive, good play in this one. 16 points now for Dillard.
Go Ortega. Yeah, there you go.
Jay Ortega with the answer on the other end.
You know, hey, yeah, man. He, wow. Saucing these kids over here. I love to see it. I had an old basketball coach who used to say, feed the horses. And right now, you know, Mid-Atlantic is doing that with this point of paint discrepancy. Ooh. But there's a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, the Mid-Atlantic backcourt, Busk and Dillard, the Erics. I showed, you know, Busk largely charged with defending Jalen Snow, and as you see there, has done pretty well on him.
Oh yeah, he's done extremely well, and you know that might be a sign of concern for LA in this game. If this continues the way it is, they got to find a way to get Snow open, use screens to get him open, do something, because he right now is struggling to get by Busk.
Dillard's 3 won't go. That bucket there goes down. 5-point lead for Mid-Atlantic now. Closest that LA's had it in a while. Oh, Ortega almost took it away from Dillard, but he finds Busk instead, who lays it in.
And
the Erics in the backcourt
too.
Yeah. I do have to note, a little bit biased. I like my Erics out there. Eric's a quality name.
Why.
Hey, nice defense by Jamison Johnson.
Absolutely.
And Johnson now has a much smaller defender on him.
Ooh, great defense.
Stolen away by Ortega. Gets it ahead to Snow.
There it is.
You can hear a little charge out of the crowd there. This is definitely a very pro-LA crowd. Basically a home game for LA.
Yeah, we're being in LA here. Definitely a home court advantage for LA in this one. And I think Snow, even though he's had some struggles, he's going to have to get those easy buckets to go, but having a rough time with you know, Jameson Johnson here and Busk.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Well, lots of people are going to have trouble with Jamison Johnson this year and many years to come, I think. Johnson did have a nice block there, though, on Snow's shot. Not often those two are going to go head-to-head, but saw it right there. Xavier Sam from the corner. 3 won't go, and Ajavon pulls down the rebound.
I think one thing LA has been good doing, though, in this game is on defense, rotating to help out on double teams and reacting to players who are open off double teams. I've seen plenty of times here now where they get, you know, Mid-Atlantic has a guy open, and they'll double team, and the rotation of the defense is so quick that they can't get a shot off. Or, like, you know, you saw there, they get a good shot. They get a shot to fall despite the good defense. So sometimes it doesn't matter.
Tada has it. Shot clock down to 5. Jolly Harper with a 3. Will not go. Oh, but rebounded. Inside from LA.
Nice rebound. One more.
Tada with a 3.
Oh, they got another one.
Ajavon gets it. Can't put it up in. Oh,
man.
Man.
Wow.
No
that
score there,
like
but those are the
end of that game the other night. And they had 3-4 shot opportunities and couldn't get any of them to fall.
No score for the last possession by LA, but they did get their first 2 offensive rebounds of the game there.
And they're going to need a lot more of those.
Oh, Tada. Step back won't go, however. Solomon rips it down.
I think sometimes when these kids go, they want to try to get the highlight play, and that's all well and good, but it doesn't matter if the shot doesn't go in. And I think that you have to be aggressive when you're attacking the basket. You have to take your shots where you can get them. If it means going inside for a layup, try to draw a foul, get to the free throw line. A lot of that stuff has started developing.
Well, there you just saw Jamison Johnson take advantage of a switch. Ended up with Sebastian Ruiz on him, just 6'4". Able to work Ruiz for a bucket. Nice start to the second half by Jamison Johnson in Mid-Atlantic Select. out now to a 9-point lead. Ron, if you're Coach Austin Jones, are you shaking anything up here? Or you just think your team needs to execute better, shoot better, or is something fundamental need to change?
I think it's a combination of things, really. I think, one, you have to find a way to stop Jameson Johnson. You know, we saw him there put the ball on the floor, and we know he can do that. We've seen him do it plenty of times in this game already. So we have to start there with Johnson. And then I think you have to tell your guys that when you're going for shots, sometimes it's okay to draw a foul and get to the free throw line. Extend the game out some more. You know, even those little breaks where you stand there for a minute with hand on your hips, get a little bit of rest in there before you start to go again. So get aggressive, start attacking the hoop more. Get Johnson in foul trouble if you have to. I don't care. Figure something out.
Well,
if he can't hurt you.
Well, there you heard B-Ron's advice, and you saw Coach Austin Jones coaching up the LA Stars as they inbound here. Bench players in the game now for LA. Mikhail Jolly-Harper turns, shoots, and scores. Mikhail Jolly-Harper, 6'6" and unranked, but getting looks from Gonzaga, UCLA, USC. McDonald's All-American is seen as ultra-talented, but a little immature, which maybe explains a little bit of his inconsistency.
But yeah, he's been quiet tonight. And
Yes,
I think we're going to
has.
need more from him, too. Especially with Snow. He's not struggling by any means, but he's being guarded very well by Busk tonight. So I think you need to find other options. And there are other options on this LA team.
There was some good perimeter defense there by LA to force the initial missed shot, but Jameson's there to clean it up. Whips it over to Tony Christopher Fuller, who puts it in. Clear out for Jolly-Harper now. He gets fouled, going to the
That's
hoop.
what you want to do. Exactly what you want to do right there. Try and get these big guys in the foul trouble and get them to sit down for a couple minutes or so, because that could be all you need.
Jolly-Harper, 6'6" wing, a senior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Plays at Bishop Gorman High School, along with teammate Devin Johansen.
You've seen
Also
Johansen play really good tonight too, I think, in limited action. He
Joe
hit a
Hansen,
deep three earlier in the game.
He's had
That's
2
impressive.
threes in this game so far, both assisted by Jalen Snow.
And I think
Johansen,
you
6'9"
like-
big man out there. You can see number 36 in white on the court. Known for his outside shooting, actually.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I think it's always good to have a opposites of big men. You have one who's more of a Shaq style, play in the post kind of guy, and you have another one who's maybe more like Dirk
Classic
Nowitzki
Dirk.
in a way.
Yes.
Guy who can shoot threes. The guy who can shoot jumpers, mid-range or threes. As long as you get points either way.
Well, that's 2 quick fouls on Tony Christopher Fuller, and Jalen Snow back in the game going to the line. Meanwhile, Jamison Johnson to the bench for Mid-Atlantic. These next 2 minutes may be a important opportunity for the LA Stars to try to get this thing back to even.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And with Jameson out of the game now, this could be the time where you say, hey, look, Johnson's not in the game. Now we need to go and attack the rim and try and, again, get the other guy in foul trouble. That way he goes out, and then you get that cycle going of constantly getting into the post and getting these guys into foul trouble, because that's just as important as getting the easy shots to go.
Talking about easy shots, Jalen Snow works his way to the line. No easier shot than that. Makes 2. Cuts the lead back down to 5.
Oh, they're free.
Now harassing. Stanley Haven.
Loving the
Xavier
defense
Sam
here.
has it. Yep. Nope. This is what you needed from LA. Oh, but Xavier
Oh,
Sam.
man.
Xavier Sam just
Sam, I am with that
Just
shot.
shows
Wow.
you what he thinks
Really
of all
good.
that hard work. He doesn't care. He's going to ruin it all with a jumper in your face.
I do not like you in my face. I'm going to shoot it anyway. It didn't rhyme, but leave me alone. It's fine.
I always thought you were going for a green eggs and ham there for a second.
I started to, and I couldn't find a word to rhyme with it. So it trailed off there at the end, but we'll come back to it. We got time. We got time.
All right, well, the ball is back in Sam's hands now, although he gives it up. Stanley Heyman. It's a screen. Drives across the lane. Gonna have to shoot. Can't get it to go.
Oh.
Rebounded by Jolly Harper. Minute to go now in this third quarter.
You see, Snow was there ready
Oh.
for the outlet pass. Didn't get it, but he got it there.
That's it there. Won't
Oh.
go. Oh. See, I think that could have been an important momentum kind of bucket right there for LA.
Absolutely, yup. And you can't allow that.
And
though.
at the other end, Randy Orton just
Randy
reversed the whole
Orton,
polarity.
man.
Yep.
The Viper,
And-
he's wide open. Pay attention to it.
I thought Snow was going to cut it to 4. Instead, Orton extends it to 10. And
It's
LA
vintage.
can't get a bucket on this end either. Mid-Atlantic just starting to edge out a little bit more and a little bit more over time. Again, as we talked about at the top of this broadcast, this is a very deep, very talented Mid-Atlantic team.
Oh, man, that's a tough layup.
Stanley Heyman, known as a playmaker, but that's a pretty move to score inside.
It seems like one of the big things is Mid-Atlantic's getting all those tough shots to go,
Yeah.
and LA just isn't either.
Hey, sometimes it's your night, you know?
Yep,
Sometimes it's your
exactly.
night that way. Jalen step back. Can't get it to go. That is his shot. That is his move, and that kind of says it all right there. Mid-Atlantic, this crowd has gone quiet. Mid-Atlantic has jumped out to a 12-point lead. I'm right back. We got one more quarter action to decide this one.
Welcome back, y'all, to Summer's Vibes podcast. And I'm your host, Summer. But you already knew that. Last season, we focused on several different topics from a millennial point of view. In this new season of my life and where we are as a country and a nation, we're going to continue that conversation, focusing on politics, spiritual well-being, and our society as a whole. Make sure you subscribe to Summer's Vibes podcast and follow me on Instagram at MarySummer__ to stay informed. This is a season you don't want to miss.
Eight minutes left to go to this one. It is a 12-point Mid-Atlantic lead over the LA Stars, effectively on their home court. Well, we know that Jalen Snow, and actually for that matter, Jason Tada and even JJ Ortega and some of his other teammates can score in bunches here, so I don't truly think this one is over yet, V-Ron.
Oh, no, I don't think it is either.
But we need to see something here
We just
pretty
see
quickly
something.
from the LA
man.
Stars, and there you
Hey,
go.
that might get him going though. We talked about tough
Yep.
shots towards the end of that third quarter, and it's tonight seems to be Mid-Atlantic. All those tough shots are going. That tough shot there from Snow might be a sign of things to come if they can continue to attack like that. Though that's the thing. Oh, but that's so
Too
difficult
easy.
to stop though.
That's too
How-
easy for
how do you
Jameson
stop
Johnson. Yeah. You grow 5 or 6 inches. That's probably one
Yeah.
way to do it.
One thing where you're so tall, you can just kind of plop it in over, almost like Wilt Chamberlain-esque, you know.
But I like what I see there from Devon Cook, 6-foot senior guard from Los Angeles, Fairfax High School product. Pops in the 3. That's it lead to 9. Now Jameson Johnson has it and wants to work on Ashevon. Gets the long shot to go in off glass.
Wow, the banks are open today, ladies and gentlemen.
Just 10 points for Jameson Johnson. Hasn't been huge on the offensive end, but
Ooh, look at that.
big impact in this game. Hey, that's
Johnson.
Devin Johansson. That's LA Stars backup big, who has had a really nice game so far.
Yeah, he's had a really nice. I'm impressed by him.
Oh! Hey, Johnson loses the ball there. Nice trapping effort. Nice call by Coach Austin Jones.
Yeah, absolutely, really nice call. And again, they don't trap a whole lot,
No.
but when they do, tonight it's been effective, and that's another one of those situations where that's a perfectly timed trap. He's in the corner. If you can poke the ball away, like off his foot, off his ankle, something, that's your ball. So good job.
Snow's jumper won't go, but Ashevon is there.
Ooh,
Can't put it back up in,
yeah.
though.
Two defenders there. That's a tough shot, but you know what?
Yeah.
When you're right there, though, that's what you should be doing. You should be going right back up when you try to get a foul, and that's a good look for Adjevon. You know, didn't fall.
Yeah, well, Ashevon felt that he had 6'1" JJ Ortega on him and knew he could take advantage and did. Ajervon rotated over, but too little too late to stop the big
Oh,
man. Oh,
good rip.
Snow lost it, but got it back, and now gets it
And he gets blocked.
rejected.
One more time.
Takes it back up and
Oh,
rejected
look at that.
again. Oh my.
A rough sequence there for Snow.
Yeah.
Really tried
I
to
think
do
that's
it all
almost
there.
that's almost the offensive end equivalent of a frustration foul. I think just
Yeah,
taking it back up to the
absolutely.
same guy who keeps on swatting.
Right,
it in your
over and
face.
over again. You gotta kick it out and reset your offense at that point. Try to.
J.J. Ortega.
Especially after
Oh.
the rebound.
Nice long jumper from Ortega. Cuts it back down to 9. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play in this game. Jameson Johnson with Ajervon on him. Has it. Stolen away for a second, but gets it back. Finds Busk for a 3, but won't go.
But you gotta get the rebounds, though.
That is John Norwood, 6'7" senior out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Had Johansson behind him. He's gotta box him out and try to get in front of him. That way the rebound doesn't happen. Because those second chance buckets have been huge for Mid-Atlantic tonight.
Snow did a good job to Stephen Corral that pass. Now takes the 3. Knocks it down.
Shot.
Jalen Snow only came into this game shooting 43% overall from the field and 32% from 3. I'm not sure if he's going to help those numbers or not by the time this one's over. But it is an 8-point advantage for Mid-Atlantic. Less than it has been. Can LA cut this even more when we come back? Find out.
Make 'em sweat.
LA looking at an 8-point deficit. Mid-Atlantic about to inbound the ball. I got my producer, Ron Yell, with something to say. What you got for the folks, Yells?
I talked to Vince Johnson. He was just talking about the play of as we see there, Dillard. He was saying that Jameson Johnson, he'll go to him often and only, but really when he sees the double team come down, he's advised his team to get the ball down to Jameson, let that double team come his way, and then move the ball back around. Don't make it too hard, is what he said.
That's a good plan, honestly. It's a really good plan. Sometimes you gotta keep it simple, and when you see a double team, I mean, somebody's living somewhere. You gotta find them quickly and get them a shot attempt.
Johnson loses the ball there, and at the other end, Ajervon stuffs it home.
We are in LA. There was a point in time when this was referred to as Lob City. So,
That's right.
love to see it.
Yes, the Clippers. I remember those days.
Those were fun, man.
Yeah, no, the
When
DeAndre
Blake still had
Jordan,
knees.
Blake Griffin kind of era was a fun era. Oh, look at Jameson Johnson.
Oh!
Look at him get rejected there. That
Was
had to feel
that
good. I believe that was Ajervon, and that had to feel good.
Man, right back, though.
Well, right back to Jalen Snow. Oh, I thought that was going to work out. Oh, look at that, though. Look at Tada.
Nice job.
Scrappy play from LA. I like what we're
That
seeing out of them.
was-
They don't think this game is over, I'll tell you that. Los
Yeah,
Angeles
that couldn't
Stars.
win any better for them. Getting those second chance buckets, but man, they got to find a way to get a stop.
Yeah.
And that's going to be their key now. Now, they've solved a few of their problems, but now they got to solve the problem of getting defensive stops with consistency.
LA
That's
calls a
going to be
timeout
their
here.
key.
LA only has one timeout. Mid-Atlantic, for that matter, down to 2. 2:50 left to go in this game. Well, we know what some of these LA Stars players can do, and I mean, it all starts with Jalen Snow. Senior now is a junior. Put up 66 points in one game. Had 9 made three-pointers in that game. But it's a question for Coach Austin Jones, trying to claw his way back into this. Do you make him the focal point of your offense, or do you use him as a playmaker here? And we've seen him do that tonight. Finding players like Tada, Devin Johansson, J.J. Ortega.
You know, there's a saying that says you can't have your cake and eat it too. Personally, I disagree with that because, you know, if you want your cake, you don't want to eat the cake. So yes, and that's usually what people do. So I think in this situation, the point I'm making is I think you can do both things. I think you can have Snow be the focal point of the offense by running the ship as a point or the main ball handler or whatever, and you can use that to get him to number one, show his playmaking ability by giving to his teammates, because we know he's going to command a lot of presence on the court, ball in his hands. But that also works both ways. It also works both ways too. You have to figure out a way to get Snow to use his playmaking to his advantage, both when it comes to scoring and not scoring.
Well, LA definitely has a lot of incentive to win this one as well. They need this to advance in the Stars of Tomorrow tournament.
See? That was a good pass.
And now, can Ajavan convert?
That's a good pass, though. Inside to get your teammate a shot attempt there. It almost worked.
Then Jameson Johnson almost had the ball.
On him.
Well, Johnson almost had the ball stolen away there. Oh, no. Yeah.
Olay defense. Just get out the way. Don't get put on the poster, man.
Lead back up to 10. Closing in on 2 minutes to play in this one. Snow on... Oh,
and one.
Can't get that to go.
Oh, man.
Let's say Snow on 21 points. Also has 5 assists in the game, which is pretty much right on his averages. He's averaging 22.5 points and 4 assists per game this season. Hasn't played poorly, but you know, not shooting efficiently enough is probably the complaint that you could make with Jalen Snow.
Yeah, not near enough efficiency. And, you know, when you are a player of Snow's caliber, you are going to have your off nights for sure. But if you can be efficient with your points and your buckets more times than not, that's going to do wonders for your team overall. And I think we've seen some things from Snow where he can improve upon. One of those things I think is his, decision making when it comes to taking certain shots over others. I spoke about it earlier during the break here. You know, he's got to find a way to attack and not rely on the step back so much.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that he needs to work on going forward. Knowing when to attack and when to step back. I guess. There it is. I got it. There
No, that's great analysis, B-Rod. Thank you. Oh, there's Johnson finding position again, but gives up to an open three-point shooter. Who makes it? Eric Busk. Eric Busk has had a quiet, really nice night. I mean, we're coming up on a minute and a half to play here. It's an 11-point Mid-Atlantic lead. Imagining that they
right there,
hold
there
on.
it is. There's the attack right there.
Rattles it, yes.
He had the screen that gave him a little bit of space, and the hezzy freeze was enough. Boom, right by him.
So let's go ahead and imagine that Mid-Atlantic holds on here and wins out, as that's a nice move by Eric Dillard.
Oh my! Wow, that's a tough shot, man.
I was going to say, this is where I was going, is my MVP debate is between Eric Dillard and Jameson Johnson. What do you think, B-Ron?
I'm leaning towards Johnson because he's the star player for Mid-Atlantic, but give me another 40 seconds or so, and I can definitely get you a final response.
All right, contemplate as we approach the last minute in this game. But I hear you, and actually even what he just did there, that simple effort down on the other end of just clogging up the lane and getting the rebound. He's caused problems to LA all night just by being out there. And for that reason, I think I am willing to go ahead and give him my MVP of the game vote.
I don't know if that really hurts right now, but that...
Yeah, it's a little sloppy at the end. Well, you see subs coming in the game. I think Coach Vince Johnson getting his second team in there. Feeling like he has this one wrapped up at this point, and I suspect he probably does. Yeah. Hey, before we do close this, I want to be sure to mention Powerade, our beverage sponsor. Appreciate you, Powerade, for being here, powering us up, powering these teams up. Thank you, Powerade. And also wanted to remind everybody that we have more games coming on Tuesday. Chicago versus Pacific Northwest Select.
Oh! Okay, all right.
And
I'm an MVP. MVP,
Oh, who you got?
Jameson
Who you got,
Johnson.
B?
I'm putting it in there right now.
Jameson
Locking it in.
Johnson. Making it
Jameson
official with that
Johnson.
dunk. Well,
Write
we're
that
going to
in.
get to see
Yes,
him
sir.
again. We're going to get to see him again on Tuesday, by the way. We've got Mid-Atlantic back in action as well. So come back with us on Tuesday. Hope you've enjoyed the action today here from LA.
Yep, the
Final
streets won't
seconds
forget the
ticking
W,
off.
brother.
All right. B-Ron, I've enjoyed working with you today. Thank you very much
Always
for
a
being
pleasure,
here.
E.
For my producer, Ron Yell, for everybody at SimWorld Sports, thank you very much for watching. And remember, if you want to be a part of this, get a hold of us. We want to have you join the action. See you again on Tuesday, everybody.
Share.